Hello, YouTube. Guess who's back? Back again. COVID free. I'm alive. Okay, anyway, so that's enough of the terrible Eminem impression. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Saturday Serial, the weekly entertainment news roundup with me, Matt Allen, and also our boy, Deleted Scenes. How's it going, Stephen?
Good morning. I'm doing fair to partly cloudy. How about yourself?
Yeah. It's shitty weather, but I'm feeling better. So, that's always a plus, always a positive. And I got to go watch Scream yesterday, so I'm very happy because
Yeah, you did.
it's a bloody good movie, and I'm very happy it turned out to be a bloody good movie. I'll be honest. So, because it could have been terrible, because it's a Scream film, like horror and whatnot. Scream 3 wasn't great. Scream 4 was okay, but Scream or Scream 5, as I want to call it, is bloody good. It's bloody good. So recommend it. If you're a fan of the franchise, anyway. But yeah, because it's a requel, like Halloween 2018 and like Candyman, like last year. Was it last year Candyman came out? I think it was, wasn't it? So yeah, it's good. It works. I thought it worked really well. The new cast of characters are really good, very likable. So that's always a good thing. So, oh, hello, first person saying hello. Good morning, Courtney. How you doing?
I have our friend Courtney in the chat.
Yeah, welcome. No, you haven't seen me in a while. Actually, I haven't seen you for ages, mate. So you stand in last week. Yes, Stephen held the fort for me last week. Yes, I was very, very happy that Stephen managed to pull that one off for me. Thank you very much again on that one, brother. Thank you very much.
Oh,
You saved
anytime.
Saturday Serial's beacon, as it were. But yeah.
But yeah, we got some positive feedback about that episode, so I'm happy with how it turned out, despite the fact that you had to bow out, and we did have a couple of StreamYards gave us some trouble backstage. But other than that, it went well.
It's all good. Like I say, you did a great job, bro. You did a great job, considering like you were kind of thrown into it last minute, just sort of like, yeah, I can't do this. So I think it wasn't very well. Yeah, you nailed it, man. Nailed it. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
Matt, where are you located again? Australia? No. England. The Aussies stole our accent. Especially the area I'm from as well, Courtney. I'm from the West Midlands in the UK, so like the middle of the country. And yeah, I say mate a lot. And yeah, I know Australians say mate a lot as well. But yeah, I do say good day as well sometimes. Yes, I'm definitely England. Watching with an Australian friend. Oh, okay, fair enough. No. Like I say, I'm well, I'm not completely English, but I'm English national. I'm part Japanese. That's my other nationality. So, okay. So who was it? My friend said you weren't, so he would be right. Yeah, your friend's right. Your friend is right, mate. British, as it were. British. Oh, who's this? Hello, Tony.
Hello, Tony.
Welcome to the show.
Yes. I was on a live stream with Tony the other night.
I've met Tony before. This is Tony's first time on the show. Hello, Tony. Hope you're having a good day, dude. That's good to know. Good to know you're all right, mate. Good to know you're all right. I'm gonna because I'm back, and I'm just gonna go live.
I like it a lot.
There we go. So we got a meme. There we go. So there he is. Oh, so this is Tony is your friend. Okay, so Tony, you're friends with Courtney, right? Okay, you're watching together. Got yous. That's cool. Well, yeah. Good day, Tony, and welcome to the show, mate. Are you actually in Australia? Or are you watching together in America? That's right. I'm curious now. Let me know. But yeah, whereabouts in Australia are you from, Tony? I'm curious about that as well. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. That'd be cool. And here's yes, as a Jew or Aussie, and he told me you weren't. Oh yeah. I'm definitely English, mate. Definitely English. There we are. So right, okay, let's have a chit chat. So what have you been up to this week then, Stephen? What have you been up to in the world?
Well, last night I watched the film The Spine of Night.
The Spine of Night.
It's an animated film along the lines of like a heavy metal Ralph Bakshi.
Yeah.
Very intense, gory, not for children animation, but it's very good. So that's my recommendation for the week is The Spine.
Okay. Cool. Oh, so is it a Ralph Bakshi thing, or is it?
No.
Okay.
It's not, but it's very much inspired by his work in Frank Frazetta and kind of along those lines. So,
I think the last.
I'm sorry, I'm blanking out. There are two directors. I'm blanking out on their names right now, but I'll have that before the end of the show.
Yeah, you can put it up by the end of the show, sure. Yeah, like the last Bakshi thing I watched was Wizards. Because I had never seen that, and because I'd seen obviously, you know, a couple of other things, like because I saw his version of Lord of the Rings and everything like that, like, you know. Yeah, that Wizards one, I saw something on YouTube, and I was watching some retro film thing on YouTube, like, and yeah, they were talking about it, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is meant, and that was meant to be one of his kids' projects, like, apparently as well. Yeah, it's completely fucking mental, and like it has like Nazi allegories and everything in it, like, and stuff like that, like, so I was like, oh, this is pretty extreme for a kids thing, like. But then again, saying that, so was Watership Down. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh yes,
you ever heard of that?
Watership Down.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm well and familiar. I didn't see the Netflix version, but I'm very well and familiar with Watership Down.
Yeah, it's a yeah, that traumatizing to children. That fucking that was when I was a kid. I remember. Yeah. Oh, hello. So okay, sorry, we got. I better turn attention back to the chat because people are actually talking to us today, Stephen. Fucking hell. Okay, here we go. So, Tony, you're from Brisbane. Okay, cool. East Coast. Nice. Well, thank you very much for joining us from Aussie land there. Thank you very much. So I've got a couple of friends in Australia. So yeah, awesome. That's awesome. Yes, I'm definitely English. I promise I'm English. And then talking about English, there's another English friend of mine. There's Carl. Hello, Carl. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I did catch your comments that came in on the replay from last week's show. And yeah, thank you very much for popping in, dude. It's good to see you, mate. Good to see you. I hope you're looking after yourself. And, of course, we've got the wonderful, the beautiful, the amazing,
the one and only,
the Wonder Julie, my beautiful, beautiful lady. Ah, yes. Good morning. I just made some banana pancakes. God damn you, woman. That sounds great. So this coffee, baby, this coffee slaps. It slaps so hard. I don't know what else to say. It's shish kebab. I don't know. Right, okay. Right. I'm going to explain this to you in a minute, Stephen, what that was all about. So hope everyone is having a great day. Snowing there in St. Louis. So the snows are coming down in STL today. There we go. So snow day for everybody in Missouri. So there you go. Cool. Nice. All right. So yes. Anyway, you see that what it says, like they're talking about the slaps. This coffee slaps, right? Okay. Julie was listening to the radio the other day, and apparently, you know how the youth of today, because I'm totally down with the youth. I'm such a cool person. Can you not tell? Look at me. Look how cool I am. But apparently, like, kids are making up new words now, like, for freaking, you know, things like, I don't know, the Urban Dictionary just is forever growing. But slaps apparently is a new one. So now if something's good, yeah, if you like something, it's meant to be good. You remember how, like, we used to say, like, oh, dude, you know, like, it's like that's rad, or, you know, that's you know, that's awesome, or whatever, you know, like the normal way that we speak. So yeah, so now apparently though, if something's good, so if I go like, oh, this coffee's great, No. I'll get looked at as if I'm some sort of boomer if I say the word great, and I've got to say it slaps. So, down with the kids. Let's try and grab that younger demographic. No, it doesn't matter. So slaps is a new word, and also sheesh. Right. So when I say sheesh, Stephen, if I was to go to you and I was to go, sheesh, you'd think something was wrong, wouldn't you?
You would think.
You would think, wouldn't you? You really would think that sheesh, because sheesh has always been to me, sheesh, it's like it's something shit, like, or something's wrong or whatever, like, it's a reaction. No. Apparently today, the youth of today want to confuse the fuck out of us older people. Like, so now apparently sheesh is a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently so.
Don't know quite when that started. Kids running around
going sheesh, and it's like, and when they say that, apparently they're enjoying themselves. So
these kids today.
I don't know, dude. When Julie told me this shit, like, I was just like, are you serious? Like, and she was like, yeah. She's like, you got to try and get it into Saturday cereal somehow. Like, I was like, oh, okay. So I got to try and remember to say slaps.
I must now consult my old fart to kids of today dictionary.
I know, yeah. This is what I mean. It's like, fuck me. It's like I swear to God, in 10 years' time, they're going to be speaking a different language. And it's just like, what? What? I don't know. But any of the youth who may be tuning into this show, like, because I know that my demographic is normally 30 plus. But yeah. If your kids are watching, like, I recommend that you go and check out my rant video about teenagers. Anyway, so that's enough of that. Right. But yes, Julie, love you, baby. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for reminding me of the slaps and the sheesh. There we go. So yes, you enjoyed that. You enjoyed that, did you, baby? Of course you did. I do have to go to sleep. I have subbed. Oh, Tony, thank you very much for the sub, and thank you very much for popping in. Obviously, yeah, I know you're on like total opposite times to us, like on the opposite side of the globe. So get yourself some rest, mate. Thank you for popping in, and be sure to catch the replay. Leave us a comment, like, if you do. That'd be cool. All right, then, take it easy. So Carl Whitaker. Carl, is that you, mate? Hello, mate. Okay, so did you enjoy Scream Film? I did. I very, very, very much did. Like I say, I've got my review up. It's quite a big review. It's like a 20-minute long review on the channel. So please do go and have a look at that. There are spoilers in there, but I've got chapters on it, so you can like click to avoid the spoiler section. So I'm being sensible now with using chapters and things like YouTube. It gives you the ability to do this. So yeah, and it recommends that you do it on your freaking thing anyway. But anyway, that's YouTube. So that's enough of that. So yeah, definitely go and check that out, dude. Definitely check that out. Right. What else were we going to talk about? Oh yeah, that was it. Like, because last week we were going to do something, weren't we? And I just totally like didn't make it, did I? Because I was sick. So I don't know if you gave it any more thought on it, Stephen. Like, when I'm just jumping in with this, like, we were going to talk about some films that we were looking forward to in the coming year. I know I said, like, let's do a top 3. Was it? I think I said, like, let's do a top 3 each. I can't remember. I think it was that. But yeah. So I don't know if you still got it in the forefront of your mind, because I know it's been like we didn't do it last week. But have you still got those top 3 films in your head?
I do.
That's all right. Then. That's cool. Then I said we can talk about it. Then that's okay. I don't want to go throwing things out there if we're not prepared. Yeah. Okay then. So because the reason I'm saying it, and the reason I brought it up is because this week, one of the films that was going to be on my list last weekend, I actually saw this week, which is Scream. Mm-hmm. That was one of my top 3 for this year that I wanted to see, because obviously I'm being just a little bit of a fan of the franchise, only a little bit. Yeah, like I said, Scream was on my top 3. It was probably number 3 in my top 3, and it lived up to my expectations. So that's a good start for 2022's movie roster for me. And then I've got 2 more. But I want to hear your number 3 first, then, Stephen. Go on, if you hit us up. What would you say was number 3 you're most looking forward to?
My number 3 is Blue Beetle.
Oh yeah. Have we actually got a release date for that yet?
I don't believe so. Like, I think it's going to be earlier. Well, no, nothing solid yet, because they are still in the process of filming.
Yes, they are. Production is currently underway.
And of course, this is the latest DC film, and DC's been a little scattershot, a little hit and miss.
Yeah, but you could say that.
I have some high hopes for this one. Oh, yes. Rather, not all of that controversy is founded. Who's to say?
This is time. Time will tell on that one. Like, this is just it's the internet's doing its thing, isn't it? Like, where it's just like, oh, what's this? What's this? We're going to change things? Oh no! But I don't know. Like I say, the rumors I've heard about the DC EU, what they're doing to it. I don't know. This is what I mean, because the rumor mill. It's like, how much salt do you have to take with these rumors like these days? You know what I mean? Because it seems like you can just fucking start a rumor if you want to. But like the erasing of the Snyderverse, I know they're trying to do that. But apparently the Batgirl film, which is currently filming over here in the UK, filming up in Glasgow, that's apparently does connect to the Snyderverse. Apparently, in part. So I don't know. What I'm very curious with DC. Like, but Blue Beetle, like you say, is one of those ones that has piqued my interest, because I didn't really know much about the character of Blue Beetle. I knew who he was, like, but he wasn't one of the big characters that I followed, sort of thing. And yeah, from what I learned through like going down the rabbit hole with his character and stuff like that, it kind of reminds me of like a DC's version of Guyver. You know the Guyver? Do you remember that? Like from the Guyver Dark Hero. It was like they did live action versions of it. But it's based on an anime and stroke manga. But it's about like an alien like thing attaches itself to a guy, and but when he says the word Guyver, it fucking consumes him in body armor and like an alien bodysuit, like. It'd be cool if he was MacGyver, though. I'll be honest with you, Courtney. That'd be funny. Like, he pulls out like a paperclip and a fucking, I don't know, elastic band, and then manages to, like, forge a tank with it. So yeah, that's kind of like the long lines of the A-Team as well, wasn't it? Like, I know. So yeah, and the first Guyver film actually had Mark Hamill in it. Like, so there you go. There's a little thing for you. Like, and they advertised. I remember they advertised him heavily on like the poster art and stuff like that for the Guyver, and he's like a side character. So yeah, Guyver's a terrible film. I'll be honest. It's not great, but it's fun just for the hell of it. It's like cheesy 90s sort of thing. And it's got, like I said, the second one's the better one, in my opinion, because there's two of them. But watch the second one, because that one's more adult. They upped the gore in it, like, and made it an R-rated film rather than a PG-13 film. But hello, lovely Sherry. Welcome. Thank you,
Sherry.
You're becoming quite a regular in our chat now, aren't you, Sherry? Like, so yeah, thank you very much for joining us again. So yeah, so who was the actor? Did they actually settle on? Was it Cholo? Was it Cholo? That's like, is that how you pronounce his name, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, with
the actor from Cobra Kai.
Yeah. Because I've heard really, like I say, I haven't watched Cobra Kai. I'm a fan of the original Karate Kid, like from the 80s, like 1 and 2, because Karate Kid 3. But it's like, I wasn't able to get into Cobra. I find it hard to get into TV shows these days, like, unless they're really, really short. But this new season of Cobra Kai, I keep hearing like really, 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 really good things about it. Like, it's like, have you been watching it?
No, I have not.
No.
I don't currently have Netflix, but I do have the first 2 seasons on the DVD, and I haven't gotten to them. But
so I'm hoping it's on the list.
It's on the list.
Yeah, it's kind of like me, that is, though. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm in the same sort of boat there, really. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's up on my list, like something I really, really would like to watch. And actually, because it's like, because I do like, say, the original Karate Kid from the 80s, like, it's like, so I'm very curious about it because, like, I'm hearing good things. And obviously, like, Paulie over Latino Slant, he was raving about it, like, to me, he was like, oh, you got to watch it, dude. It's really good. So, yeah. I definitely need to get on that, like, but yeah, so he's our Blue Beetle is one of the main cast members for Cobra Kai.
Yes, that's correct.
Nice. See, because I actually do have here to hand. Let's put it up. Hey! Just in case. This is my go-to nowadays. I swear to God, because it's like things just there's new characters and stuff all over the place. So let's have a quick look at some Blue Beetle stuff, shall we? Just because I've got it here. Do you know who's directing it, Stephen?
No, not right offhand.
No, we don't have a director yet. Blue Beetle. Okay, so Blue Beetle, we have Blue Beetle 1 and Blue Beetle 2 here in the encyclopedia. Okay, so Blue Beetle 1. So his first appearance was in 1964. Did you know that? So 1964 June was the first series of Blue Beetle. And that was the version which was Dr. Daniel Garrett. So, because and that's not the version that we're going to be getting, though, is it? We're going to be getting the more recent version, as far as I can tell. Because Blue Beetle 2 was another character called Theodore Cord. There you go. And he's New York City was the second. The second one was based in New York. The first one was based in Hub City. So yeah, but they haven't got. That's it where they end there with this encyclopedia, because this is a bit of an older one. So they haven't got the most modern take of Blue Beetle in here. I need to get the updated version of the encyclopedia, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to this as well. I'm looking forward to Blue Beetle. It should be quite interesting. At least they're actually going to do a theatrical. They're going to do a theatrical release for that one. They are, aren't
they? It was originally intended for HBO Max, but with all of the anticipation, it is now getting a theatrical release.
Right, there we go.
By popular demand,
as it should.
The fans have spoken.
Superhero film.
The fans see a big screen adaptation of Blue Beetle, and now we're getting one.
Yeah, totally. I totally agree. Like that we need to have more cinemas there, like more cinema releases like these days. Like, and Ola, talk of the devil, yes. He shall appear. There is Paulie. We were just saying, like, how you doing, Paulie? Yes, bro, I'm feeling much better now. Much better. I'm not going to go into it online too much, like, but it hit me hard. I'll be honest. For the first 48 hours, I was death, like real death. And yeah, after plenty of rest and fluids and isolating, I feel fine now. But touch wood, don't tempt the plague. But yeah, I'm okay. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much for popping in on the show as well, dude. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. And like I said, we're just talking about Blue Beetle at the moment because Stephen's top. We're doing our top 3 we're looking forward to. And mine was Scream, so that's why we got past that one quickly. And obviously, Stephen, Blue Beetle, which is something that we were talking about, came up a lot with you, dude. So yeah, but yeah, it's cool. It's all good. It's all good. Oh no, dude, Paulie, don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Like I don't mind talking, brother. Love ya. So, what's that? Is that my? I have to get going and make some calls. Have a great day. Okay, baby. You have fun with your calls, and yeah, I'll give you a shout after stream. There we go. So, all right, cool. Courtney's off as well. Mm-hmm. See you in a bit, Courtney. Thank you for dropping in. Yeah, good to see you again as well. And like I say, sorry I wasn't here last week, but yeah, hope to see you next week, mate. So yeah, cool. All right. So sorry, Stephen. Did you have any other bits on
Yes.
Blue Beetle?
You were inquiring as to who the director of the Blue Beetle is.
Yeah.
He's Angel Manuel Soto.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
And
hi, Courtney.
He has some credits in Puerto Rico and places around the world.
Cool.
Short films, television, and this is going to be sort of his first big Hollywood film. So,
well, we wish him all the best on that, because that's always a daunting task, isn't it? Like, you know. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, Warner and Hollywood treat him with respect, because yeah, I don't know what's going on at Warner Media at the moment, like, but yeah, hopefully they treat him with respect. Okay. So this is going to be his big screen debut. Okay, so that's something to look forward to. Right. So yeah. So is that all right? Should we move on to the number twos?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Saying that sentence, as I said it, I felt wrong. Let's move on to the number twos, shall we? Some talk shit. Right. So number two for me is Jurassic World Dominion. That is my number three that I am my number two, sorry, that I am very much looking forward to, because I'm a bit of a Jurassic fan. You can probably see my T-Rex there. And that book as well that's next to the T-Rex, that Jurassic Park book you can see, I actually got when the film came out, the first film, the very, very first film, from when I was at school, for God's sakes. And I've kept that book for you, like, with me all the time. Like, yeah, there you go, random. Like, so yeah, Jurassic World Dominion is my number two. Purely because it's going to be the end game of Jurassic Park. So apparently, anyway, like, so we've got all the returning legacy characters. We're going to have like Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, Ian Malcolm. They're all coming back. And obviously returning characters from the Jurassic World series, with Chris Pratt, obviously Owen Brady character, Claire Deering. Is it Deering? I don't remember that character's last name. Claire, Playboy. What's her name? Howard. What's her name? God, Ron Howard's daughter. Oh, fuck, her name just
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah. There you go. And then who else is returning from the original Jurassic World? There's another returning characters as well. But anyway, yeah. So it's going to be basically a big old mashup film. And I know it obviously due to pandemic and everything like that, like it got pushed back and stuff because of filming that has to take breaks because of people getting infected and everything else. But of recent, because obviously because it's due out this June, I've looking at the recent pictures and the prologue that's actually online now, which was going to be the start of the film, but they cut it off because of when they were doing the edit. They chopped it off and were like, right, we'll stick it online as a prologue because it's going to be too much in the film because they've already got so much going on, you know. And that prologue is, I don't know if you've seen that, Steve.
I have.
You have. How amazing is that Cretaceous period bit there at the start, though, where we actually get to see like legit sort of dinosaurs looking like actually paleontological. I'm not going to say it, like looking accurate. There we go. So with like the fur and stuff like that, like, and the feathered looking things. I don't want to call them feathers. They probably were feathers, but I don't know. I'm not a paleontologist. But yeah, and that whole, like, giving us the old, like, this is how Rexy came about. This is the DNA for Rexy. Like, seeing her get killed by the Gigantosaurus, like, and yeah, and then it cuts into like the modern day and the open air cinema and stuff like that, like, and the Rex attack. It's like, what? Yo, this film looks like it's gonna be awesome. And yeah, so that's me, really pumped and excited for Jurassic World Dominion. So yeah, that should be fun. So that's my number two. Number two for me is going to be which should be the final Jurassic film, but we'll see what happens there. What's that? Hi, Matt. Are you looking forward to the new Ant-Man film? I am, but that's not this year though. Quantum Mania is 2023, I think. So next year. I have seen recently the Marvel roster, what's going on like, but there seems to be some shifting with times again. But I know that this year's films for Marvel are going to be Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. What was the other ones? Films.
I believe Thor: Love and Thunder is going to be this year as well.
Thor. That's it, yeah. Another Thor film. And there's another one. But Morbius. But Morbius is technically Sony Spider-Verse character.
Still technically Sony. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all going to connect up. Like, because now that Sony and Marvel have struck a new deal, they can do more like crossing over things. So yeah, that's something fun. Black Adam as well. Yeah, again, that's going back to the DC roster. Black Adam with The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, filling out the role and literally filling out the role. The dude's fucking huge. So yeah. There's some good stuff to look forward to there. But again, I'm going on a nostalgia trip with mine. Like that's why Jurassic is my most looked forward to. Well, my second most looked forward to. Number one, when I get to that, we'll get to that. So yeah, Charm City Kings got Soto Hollywood's attention. Oh,
yeah.
Charm City Kings. Have not heard that one. What's it? Who's in that? I was curious. I'm very curious. But yeah, so yes, Carl as well. Yeah, there are some things with Marvel to look forward to. But I recently watched The Eternals.
Oh, what did you think?
Right, are you ready? Here we go. I haven't actually talked about this in public yet. Like, so here we go. I'm going to just do a quick my quick review of The Eternals. Boring, pointless, boring, completely unnecessary sex scene. Boring, and yeah, really pointless. There we go. That's Eternals. I fell asleep. I am not joking. Like literally, first Marvel film I've ever watched where I fell asleep. Right, so that says it all, really, for me. And like I say, it's the first Marvel film where I've seen a sex scene acted out like that. It was completely unnecessary. It made me cringe. It was like it didn't add to the story or elevate the story in any shape, way, or form. It was just the director trying to be fucking artsy by adding a sex scene to their film. It's a goddamn Marvel movie. They're goddamn superheroes. Why do we need to see them having sex? It's like, God. So, yeah. I didn't like it. I thought it was absolutely terrible, in my opinion. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. Some of the effects were quite cool, but the deviants were just so messy. Like, you could barely, couldn't really make out the form because obviously the way that they did them, and stuff like that, they were really messy. Not really very well. They just appear. And that's it. They just seem like they just appear as an excuse for the Eternals to fight something, and that's it. I mean, the whole twist in it as well. In the end, it just all like, when you get to the climax of a film, you're supposed, especially a superhero film, like you get to the climax and you're supposed to go, yeah, and yeah, it was like by that final climax, I was just like, oh, there's some more flashy, fancy CGI, but I really don't give a shit what happens to these characters. They could all die for all I care. So I'll be honest, it was like, it really didn't get me. And then, I think the most interesting thing about the entire thing for me was the end credit stinger with the Black Knight and the Ebony Blade, and the voice that appears that tells him he's not ready for it, which is actually Mahershala Ali's voice. So it's actually that's actually Blade.
So we did get the Blade cameo. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually meant to be Blade. That is so it's like, okay. And that's the most interesting thing about it, in my opinion. The flashy CGI looks nice because it's Marvel, Disney. They can afford the budget. But one of the most interesting characters for me, obviously, was Angelina Jolie's Athena, and she's hardly in it. Yeah, she was very underused. I can't get through the first. I know, dude. Yeah, poorly, man. Fuck, I actually fell asleep, man. I'm not even kidding you, bro. Like, totally just passed out watching it because it was just like it bored me so hard. But yeah. I don't know. They didn't need it. They really didn't need it. I mean, all it brought to the MCU was just a bit more explanation to the Celestials. That was it. And like the start of the universe and stuff, and it's like, but the explanation as to why they didn't help out like the Avengers and everything else and stuff like that, like it does just make you just go, huh? Really? It's like the fucking world was being threatened, like, you know, and stuff like that, like by Thanos, you know, and then fucking that surely would call for some intervention, you know, considering that there's a bloody what's being seeded in the planet, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, anyway, yeah, Eternals, skip it. That's what I'm saying. It's not a solid MCU chapter, like, at all. If it's in the same vein as like Black Widow, it just felt pointless. You know, that's it. It just doesn't really add anything. They need to, like, say, the one. I'll get to that. I'll get to that because I'll get to that because I'm going off of my thing here on my number 2.
Off on a rant.
All right, okay. No, it's fine. Like I say, I did my number 2. So Jurassic World Dominion. All right, that's my number 2. All right, because my number one is I'm gonna get back to this topic. Like, so right. So yeah, Stephen, what's your number 2, dude?
Okay. My number 2 is Mission Impossible 7.
Oh shit! Yeah, bro. Uh-huh.
Tom Cruise back again. Tom Cruise returning once again, and he's got Agent Carter with him, Haley Atwell. So,
oh shit!
Need I say more?
She's cool, man. She's cool.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I know that. I know he's got upped the stunts in this one apparently as well. As we know, Tom Cruise likes to outdo himself, like every time he does a Mission Impossible film. And that's why he became producer, wasn't it? Of the Mission Impossible films, actually, a little factoid. The reason why Tom Cruise decided to become a producer was because he wanted to do his own stunts. And the studio were like, no, we can't insure you to do that, like, really. And so Tom Cruise was like, well, fuck it, then I'll become a producer. I'll put the money into the film myself so I can go and do my own stunts. It's like, fair play to Tom Cruise. I mean, the guy's a bit crazy, like, but you can't knock his work ethic. So, but yeah, is because isn't this Mission Impossible meant to be like the first of a 2-part one? Because isn't it? This is like the Infinity War Endgame of Mission Impossible, isn't it?
Yes, it is. They've been keeping the plot of the movie hush hush for obvious reasons. So obviously they're planning something big, and they're at the point in the series where, not that it really needed a shot in the arm. I mean, the previous film was better than any 6th movie in the series deserved to be. So.
Yeah,
we and then you got to start to think. You know, he looks much younger than he is, but Tom Cruise is not a kid anymore. He's near 60.
Yeah, the dude is.
You got to wonder after a while. You know,
he's pushing it.
How many windows is he going to want to crash through? How many times is he going to want to jump off of motorcycles before
dangle from a helicopter?
Dangle from a helicopter, from a plane. Strap yourself to the sides of the Burj Khalifa, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You know.
I'm not going to do it. So,
no. Rather him than me, I'll be honest.
I stubbed my toe and I'm bedridden for a week, you know. So I'm not gonna.
Dude, it's man, I wish I had the energy of Tom Cruise. Like, I'm in my 30s, like, and I fucking don't think I've got the energy to do that kind of crap. It's like, so. It's yeah. That's what I was saying, man. No one can ever knock Tom Cruise's work ethic, man. I mean, I know. Oh, yeah. What was it? I did spot something there. Carl just said, yeah, they did do some filming in the local big city to me, my sister city, the city I live in, like Birmingham. I know that they were doing some filming and stuff for the Mission Impossible. Something funny did actually happen. I actually do have a little funny thing that I read about that happened whilst they were filming Mission Impossible over here in the UK. One of the cars that was being used is a BMW of some description, and well, England being England, that car got stolen. Yeah, car got robbed. So yeah, it wasn't filming down in London. I think that was like the some gang managed to get hold of the car and steal it. So yeah, so Tom Cruise had his car stolen from Mission Impossible. There we go, in England. So yeah, and apparently it was a nice fancy BMW as well. Like, oh dear. So
if anyone has seen Tom Cruise's car,
yeah,
please inform Paramount Studios.
Yep. So just made me think, like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, England, that's gonna really bring the films back here, isn't it? Like, they can't trust to leave vehicles and stuff on set now, like, so yeah. And I know that he also had a bit of a meltdown as well, Tom Cruise did, whilst he was filming this over here, like, because of people not adhering to safety procedures and stuff like that whilst on set, like, so it's just like apparently he had one of his classic meltdowns. Fired a couple of people. But oh, he got it back, did he? Right, okay. Oh, right. There we go. They got the car back in the end. Right, there we go. I was going to say, it'd be a difficult one to try and move on that car, really. You know what I mean? It's like, shit, yeah. I've just stolen the bloody Hollywood car. Like, shit. Okay. Dump it. Not like I'm giving advice to criminals or anything on my show here, but yeah, dump the car.
We do not condone thievery.
Do not condone.
Great job. Go back to the set and steal something else. We have absolute 100% zero tolerance for. Yeah, you're doing great.
Yeah, no stealing things. There's no stealing things. Tom Cruise wears nice suits in those films. They're a bit smaller and easier to get off set. No joke. Right.
That we are not condoning going on to the Mission Impossible set and doing any of the props. By all means, please bring back a gadget or
two. Yeah. we don't condone these things. We don't. No. Saturday Serial's a show for good folks. We're angelic on this show. This is why it's on. Oh no, it's not Sundays. It's Saturday. So no, fuck it. We are terrible. So, don't not tune in, people. So LA, that car would have been stripped and chopped. That's it.
Especially now,
down to the fucking base chassis. That's it. Like, I'm surprised it didn't happen here, to be honest. Like, because they're pretty, like, the car thieves in this country are pretty on it, man. Like, we have like gangs of them. Like, so, and we live in such a small place. It's kind of like, how did you get away with it so easy?
Well, are they breaking them down to parts? Are they selling the vehicles overseas, or?
Sometimes they, like I say, they'll take the cars and they'll not that I know these things, like, but you know, they take the cars and then they take the register, because inside the car you've got like different points of the car have like registration numbers inside the car, like, you know, so, and they're going about the de-reg it, like, and stuff, and yeah, sometimes they do, like, you know, like Frankenstein the cars, like, depending on the vehicle and stuff like that, like, but yeah, it's the world of car thievery is a bit of a crazy one, really, like. But eBay, that's where most of them end up, on eBay. Like I said, there's a lot of dodgy cars on eBay. Apparently, like I say, I don't drive, like, so I don't know. But yeah, it's yeah. I don't know. I think people are getting a bit more desperate these days as well. That doesn't really help. You know, people are actually like more likely to start chancing on crime because of the way things are in the world, which is a little bit worrying, but like, fingers crossed. Like I say, people, be good, don't be thieves, don't be criminals, be upstanding citizens, but you know, or don't get caught. Good morning, Brandon.
Yes. Thank you for joining us, bro. Guy, a good friend. The channel is now back up and running.
Yes, he is. He is.
So we are very.
That's it. Yep.
Yes.
Get a clap
Welcome
on that.
back.
Get a clap on that. That's it. Yeah. After getting nuked from orbit by YouTube, Brandon, like a phoenix from the ashes, rose back up, and anime show is back on the air. That's it. We're loving it. We're loving it. So yeah, be sure to head over to Brandon's channel after our show. You've got a show. You have got a show today, haven't you, Brandon? I'm pretty sure you have got a show today, haven't you? So
either way,
yes.
go ahead and drop the link.
Yes, please do.
And everybody, please go over there and sub to Brandon's channel. I mean, even if you're not a fan of anime, it's still a very very fun and informative show. So
yeah, he has some good guests on as well.
Indeed.
But yeah, like I say, like you said there, Stephen, like if you're not a fan of anime, if you're not like a big anime person, like it's like I say, yeah, Brandon's show is very, very good for like getting into anime, like because that's what Brandon's doing. Like he'll recommend things onto you and like give you a little bit of insight into the show and like history of the show and whatever else, like which is really, really good if you're like just the average casual viewer. Like I say, definitely worth watching Brandon's show for the insights into anime, especially for us Westerners over here, like because it's one of those things that we are trying to do our best with over here. But I know that the Japanese aren't the biggest fans of what the West like to do to their properties. I mean, Cowboy Bebop, Netflix, say no more. Carl, what are you saying? It was in Birmingham where he got it stolen. Oh, okay. I think it was his personal car and his items, and he got it back in a few hours. Oh, okay. So, right. So it was actually his own vehicle. Damn. But I'm guessing that's the reason why they probably were able to find the car if it had his stuff in it, because he probably had, if I was like Tom Cruise or something, I'd have one of those like Apple tracking things, like and stuff like that. Like yeah, I put it all over my shit. So yeah, he got it back. Yeah, but it's just that just says it all. This is England. Yes. Anyway, right. Okay. So yes. So where were we? I totally went off.
You're number one.
Oh, we go to number one. The number ones. Okay, then. So then my number one. Okay, is a Marvel film. It's a Marvel movie. The Mission is Really Impossible. Ding, 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 ding. So that's it. I feel like I should have a match now, so I can just light it. But I haven't got a fuse. Well, anybody who knows me will probably say that as well. Like, yeah, Matt doesn't have a fuse. But let's not talk about my lovely temper. But anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, my number one film is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. That is my number one film that I'm looking forward to this year. The big one for me. Just purely because it probably wouldn't have been if it wasn't for Spider-Man. I'll be honest, because Spider-Man, fuck, right? That film really, really, really got me like asking a lot of questions about what's coming up now. And like I say, I watched Loki as well. I did say that, didn't I? I think I've told people that I actually managed to get through the whole of Loki. And the way that series ended also made me go, oh, damn, what the hell is going to happen next with regards to the MCU? This is what I mean. So ignore fucking Eternals, like there's no shit, but what's happening in Loki and what's going to happen with Doctor Strange and what happened in Spider-Man, all like they're connecting up, because the villain at the end of Loki, the big villain reveal. I'm not gonna say it. I mean, it's probably not a spoiler by now. But anyway, fuck it. I'm gonna say it. Kang shows up at the very, very end. And if you know anything of the comic books, you know who Kang is, like Kang the Conqueror. Yeah, he's a multiverse villain. So yeah, and it's what happens to the sacred timeline and everything like that with regards to Loki. Yeah. Oh, you have to go get some groceries. Okay, then, Carl. Sorry, Brandon. have a good one, dude. Enjoy your grocery shopping, and yeah, I'll pop in pop in and say hi on your show. There we go, matey. Have a good day. So yeah, like I say, because fuck it, yeah, Loki's been out long enough. Like, if you haven't watched it now, like, I'm going to do some spoiling here. Like, so anyway, yeah, the end of Loki, like, they go to the end of time, like the actual end of time, sort of thing. The timeline to find, like, because Loki wants to, you know, I don't. It's I'm not going to say anything more than that because I really am going to fucking spoil that. Like, so right, okay, no. So basically, anyway, they find Kang at the end of the timeline, like, and the sacred timeline that everything runs along, like, gets fucking destroyed. Like, at the end of Loki, like, they destroy the timeline, which is going to be paying into very much into the Doctor Strange thing and stuff like that. Like, because every time there's a branch of time, that's another universe. Create, like, so, and there's lots of variants and things like that. So we just kind of discover what the variants are and stuff through Loki, because of the time variants and everything else. And I know that Doctor Strange is going to be loaded with variants, apparently. Because there's the rumor, talking of your last film, like, Tom Cruise is one of the rumored variants for Doctor Strange. Like, and he's high up there on the list of rumors as well, like, as a version of Iron Man. So, because he was originally in the run to play Iron Man when they were first casting for it, like, but it was Jon Favreau in the end who said, like, no, give Robert Downey Jr. a chance, like, so, and they did, and they screen tested him, and sure enough, worked out perfect. Thanks. Also, Kang is supposed to be an offspring of Mr. Fantastic. You see,
Yeah.
that's something else that they have definitely announced. Kim Feige's announced, which is the Fantastic Four is definitely coming now, and it's looking like it's going to be 2024. So, this is what I mean. Everything that's happening right now with regards to Phase 4, because this is the end of Phase 4, isn't it? Doctor Strange, I think, is going to be the end of Phase 4. I think. I'm not sure. I have to have a double check on that one, like, which phase, because I'm not sure when they're going to start Phase 5. But yeah, so yeah, Doctor Strange is going to be my top film because I've got a funny feeling it's going to blow my mind watching that. You see, and it was a toss-up for me for my top two. Well, my top film, like, because it was like, oh, I want to see another film really, really badly, but not as badly as those others. Like, you know, because Scream was my number 3 because I'm a big Scream fan. Number 2 being Jurassic World because I'm, again, a big Jurassic fan. And then the number 1 spot was, like I say, it was going to be Doctor Strange, which is the one I went with in the end, purely because I'm enjoying the rabbit hole that's going down. So, but the other choice I was going to have was a DC film as well. That would have been the other side of the coin if I'd flipped it, like, you know what I mean? That would have been my number 1 spot. And can you guess which DC film that might be? Stephen?
The Flashpoint?
No. Although that is the one I'm very curious about, but no. The Batman. I am. Yeah, that would have been my number 1 if it wasn't for Doctor Strange. Purely because I am really curious to see what Matt Reeves does with the Batman. And Robert Pattinson, he's a good actor, you know. So I'm curious to see what he brings to the Bruce Wayne and the Batman. I mean, being the Batman is being the Batman, is being gruff, angry. You know, it's the Bruce Wayne that you need to look at, like, when it comes with regards to, like, you know, giving it depth and everything else. Like, and he looks like he's. I think he's going to pull it off quite well. It looks really dark and moody, and I like dark and moody. But like I say, it's a standalone thing. Like, you know, it's like it's its own thing, not DCEU. Like, it's just its own universe, Batman. Like, sort of. So this is why it's not as exciting to me as Doctor Strange was in the end. Because Doctor Strange, like, it's a rabbit hole, and you can, like, you know, go down that, and you can get a lot of discussion, a lot of thought, and a lot of, like, you know, predictions and stuff out of that. Like, whereas Batman is just Batman. You know, I mean, I love Batman, but it's like it's not really universe breaking stuff, if you know what I mean. Like, so, and obviously what's happening with regards to Warner and how they're mixing their universe and everything else. And I know that the Crisis on Infinite Earth thing that was done on the CW was basically that was their Spider-Man No Way Home, DC's No Way Home, like, whereas regards to whole like connecting everything as canon, like, you know, because they had like Ezra Miller's Flash show up with Grant Gustin's Flash and stuff, and you have they showed you all the different worlds, like, you know, different Earths and stuff like that, and the different versions of different characters like Superman and everything else. So DC kind of already had their No Way Home moment, but it was on TV in regards to the Crisis run. So this is why Doctor Strange for me was number one, just purely because it's like, right, I'm gonna have some fun exploring this one and looking at Easter eggs and everything else, like, you know. So, but like I say, the Batman, the trailer for that really, really, really looks good. It's like the latest trailer. It's like, oh fuck, man, it looks good. I just hope it lives up to it. I mean, I know that people have got a bit uproared at the moment about the fact that they've given the rating officially now, and it is PG-13. It's like, what the fuck did you expect? It's Batman. They need to sell toys to kids. Come on, if we're gonna to get an R-rated Batman film, we're going to be very, 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 very lucky these days. Like, you know, I mean, the closest we got was the Burton films, that, you know, because they were quite dark, you know, and violent in bits. But then again,
and there's still
like,
a lot you can get away with in a PG-13 as well.
Oh, exactly. So. Yeah. I mean, especially if, like, I mean, like especially like these days, what you see, like, I mean, like films like Cloverfield and stuff, they're PG-13, like, you know what I mean? And it's like they're really, you know, that's not kids films, you know. It's like they're very, you know, philosophical and like thought-provoking films, like, you know, as well as, you know, their little contained stories, like, but it's that whole connecting universe and everything like that. So I mean, it's like that'll blow kids' fucking minds up with, like, but yeah, like, say, like the PG-13 banner, it's meant for teens. It's not meant for kids, so you can get away with a lot of violence and everything else in there. Like, and it's just you can't get away with like gratuitous violence and gratuitous language, like, you know, and that's it, really. Like, otherwise, as long as the story's solid, like, it's, you know, it's a Batman film, you know, and it's Batman Year 2, I think. Or he's like in the second year of being Batman, so it's not an origin. And so we're kind of being dropped in his early years, like, so, because it was like the last Batman iteration we had, he was dropped into his twilight years, like, you know. So there we go. That's Batman. Like, would have been my number one if Doctor Strange, if Spider-Man hadn't blown my mind. So yeah, and made Doctor Strange my new thing to look forward to. And just like, I'm sorry to say, I'll just look this one real quick as well. I was like, Strange Supreme looks fucking cool, man. I'm sorry, the Strange Supreme in the trailer, like, where it just looks as things just got out of hand. It's like, I've heard that just made me just go, oh fuck, this is gonna be fun. So yeah, anyway, that's it. Number one for me, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. There we go. So what about you then, Stephen? What's your number one, brother?
All right. My number one is The Northman.
Oh shit, I forgot about that film. Good choice.
This is the latest by Robert Eggers, the writer-director of The Witch and also The Lighthouse.
Both excellent movies. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And this is looks like it's going to be a tale of revenge with Alexander Skarsgård and Anya Taylor-Joy. And this is looking very intense. You know, you got
the trailer looks fucking good, though.
Man on a really mission story, which we haven't had in a while. So I'm really looking forward to this. You know,
and Skarsgård, he looks like, compared to what he was looking like in Godzilla vs Kong, he's very, you know, well cut, like, you know, sort of scientist looking dude. Like, and then you see him in the trailer for the Northman. It's like, dude's a beast.
He's a beast.
He's a beast. It's like, what the hell? It's like, yeah, I wouldn't want to get in a fucking fight with him. So, I mean, yeah, he's really turned himself into a Norseman, like, for that film. Like, it's like, man. visuals as well, like the way that the cinematography is going to be done and stuff like that, just from the trailer, it looks so epic, like so epic. And I totally forgot about that because my brain recently has just been mashed with fucking comic book films, like. But yeah, the Northman. That's yeah, dude. That makes me want to go and watch a trailer again. That does. Yeah.
It does. It
really does. Like, it's a shame I can't stick it on, like, because it's like a copyright, like, because I'd just happily stick that trailer on right now. So just like, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, who else is in the cast for that? Sorry, I need to have a quick look.
And we also have Willem Dafoe in that film as well, and
another returning actor too, as well.
Yes,
for the director, because he's used him in like Lighthouse and everything, isn't he? So Eggers.
And of course, Anya Taylor-Joy starred in The Witch. So
yep, exactly.
Yeah, we would definitely.
Yeah, here we go. Right, so I got the cast list here. So yeah, obviously Alexander Skarsgård playing Amleth. That's his character. Obviously the lead, and Anya Taylor-Joy playing Olga. Character called Olga. We have got. This is the one that makes me go like, "Ooh, okay." One of the characters is played by Bjork, of all people. The singer, Icelandic singer Bjork, who is very cool. And if you're alive during the 90s and stuff, you definitely know who Bjork is. Then Willem Dafoe is playing a character called Hymir. Yeah. Apparently, Bill Skarsgård, the younger Skarsgård, is going to be in it as well, but unnamed character. So, but this is, I'm going off of Google's casting list here, like, so, and we all know that Google's casting lists can't always be trusted. So yeah, Bill Skarsgård, take that one with a pinch of salt, like, but I wouldn't be surprised. Nicole Kidman's obviously going to be in there as well. She's a queen. Some what's it? Gudranas. I think that's how you pronounce that. Claes Bang. I don't know who that actor is, like, but he's playing a character called Feng. Okay, so this is that Julius Bjornsson. Again, these North names, but basically the mountain from Game of Thrones. The big dude. He's in it. So which is cool. So I can imagine he's probably going to play like some sort of crazy ass character, because he's fucking enormous. That guy's like, he's the guy who crushes Pedro Pascal's head with his bare hands, which I thought is brilliant. Ethan Hawke apparently as well. There we go. Some quite well-known English actors. So we've got Ralph Ineson, Kate Dickie,
both returning from The Witch.
Yep. Because they played the parents in The Witch. A friend of mine, one of my friends, is actually in this film. John Campling. He's an actual friend of mine. He's in it. He's playing Stan. He's just a small side character, like. But yeah, John was one of the Death Eaters in Harry Potter.
Right.
Yeah, good friend. Like, he's like, so I got to meet him when I was filming a TV show that never aired. In the end, very complicated backstory to that. Like, I didn't get paid. I was owed thousands of fucking pounds from the production company. Like, in the end, but yeah, I was going around Comic Cons and interviewing like actors and stuff like that. Like, it was basically doing a Comic Con theme show. And I got to meet John there, and then obviously because I'm an actor as well, like, turned up on a few film sets, and sure enough, there was John as well, like, and like, so we just struck up conversations and stuff like that, like, and we became good friends, like, and he's a lovely guy, absolutely awesome. Sorry, I didn't realize he was actually in this, like, so now I'm going to pester him about that. So, all right, tell me, I want the info. Give
us all the skinny
info, mate. Yeah. So, like I said, it seems to be a lot of like Game of Thrones actors that are going to be in this. Hardly surprising, is that really? Like, yeah, I can't pronounce half of these bloody names though, because they are like proper Nordic names and stuff. But yeah, this looks like it's gonna be good. So April, that one's due, the Northman. Apparently, but that's for the England, United Kingdom. It says. I'm not sure what the. Oh, no.
I do believe it. I do believe it is April here as well. So
yeah. I'm just seeing here. It's definitely a worldwide release date of April 22nd. So 222022. So yeah. So 20, April 22nd. Yes, definitely. So, and it's gonna be an epic as well. I've got a runtime here. Apparently, run time for it is going to be 2 hours and 20 minutes. So around that sort of 2.5 hour mark. Epic. So that's reassuring. That is because at least they're giving it the time to play the story out. Because I hate that if they were to make it a 90-minute film, it'd probably be terrible. Giving it that extra time to play out. Always a good thing, especially when it comes to an epic sort of looking thing like this.
Well, we were inquiring when the trailer was first released why A24 was not involved when they were with Robert Eggers' previous films, and this is looking like a major step up, at least budget-wise.
Yeah, it's definitely.
This is going to be something more along the lines of like The Revenant.
Yeah,
I got a very strong Revenant vibes from this movie as well. So with a little bit of
find production company here. Who's the production company? It's showing me the actors and everything like that, and the director and everything else, but it's not showing me the actual production studio. So filming locations, it was all filmed in Iceland. There we go. There we go. So Focus Features. It's Focus and New Regency Productions and Focus Features are making this. But it's an American film. They're casting it as an American film. Country of origin, United States. So there we go. They're actually going to speak. Oh, this is quite interesting. So it looks like they're going to actually speak Old Norse in it as well as English. It's actually listed here on IMDb as languages, Old Norse. So they're going to go for some good authenticity here. Well, as authentic as you can get with a myth and a legend sort of thing, yeah, that's it for trivia though on IMDb. Estimated budget of around 60 million. So it's not a giant budget, but a hefty one though still. Okay, we've got some trivia here. So okay, filming was supposed to start back in March of 2020 apparently, but it was delayed due to the coup. The actors were already present on set and rehearsing before the production was shut down. Holy shit. There you go. So this was another delayed production due to the coup, but obviously not delayed by too much looking at it. Yeah. So from acclaimed director Robert Eggers, The Northman is an epic revenge thriller that explores how far a Viking prince will go to seek justice for his murdered father. So there we go. Little synopsis. I'm really excited about this. Now you started talking about it, you've got me more excited.
And am I the only one getting like a sort of like a Hamlet vibe too, in a way? Because you have the young prince, his father is murdered, the mother is, in this case, I guess, kidnapped. You got the uncle possibly being responsible. Yeah. So there's,
it's looking looking like it's going to be a bit twisty turny.
Yeah, it's going to have a lot of layers to it.
Yeah. Oh, definitely looking like it's going to be a lot to unpack. I mean, just looking at the poster for it, it's such an epic looking poster with the Viking longboats and things like that. Oh, can I pull it up? Let me see. Share screen. Of course I can do this. There we go. The Northman. Share. Boom. Okay. Look at that poster, man. It's like that's epic. That is epic right there. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this one too. Definitely, dude. I can't believe I forgot about that. There we go. So, yeah, interesting. Actually, no, hold on, let me bring that back up again. Hold on. So we're on IMDb. This is the gallery. Let's have a quick flick through. So these are some of the screenshots from the film. Like, close. Right, there we are. I'm guessing that's meant to be the younger version of Alexander Skarsgård, but look at that. Creepy. You know? And there's Skarsgård there. There's a wolf on his head. That's what I mean. These fantasy elements are quite fantastical. Yeah. I mean, look at that. That's pretty epic shot right there, isn't it? Really. There's Ethan Hawke with an arrow sticking out of his throat, which is always fun. Again, like I say, this is looking really, really epic. Nicole Kidman doing her thing. There's a lot of pictures of Nicole Kidman. And Taylor-Joy. Willem Dafoe looking very Willem Dafoe. That looks like it's Bjork. I think. It looks like it could be Bjork.
Should be.
And that there right there just looks like I had to double take. I was like, is that a shot from The Witch? No, it's not. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be really, really good, man. Really, really good. Very, very epic. Very epic looking indeed. I mean, there you go. Picture of Alexander Skarsgård and what he's done to himself this film. He's a fucking beast. Actual beast. Like, I wouldn't want to get into a fight with that dude at the moment. I'm loving the weaponry as well. Like the old axes and things like that. Like, and stuff. It's like, yeah, pretty cool, man. The battle axes and stuff. But look at that for a set. Like, that's awesome. There we go. There's director. I mean, they went and actually built all these houses, like, and stuff. That's pretty awesome, really. There we go, and that's the final shot. So yeah, there we are. That looks really good. That looks really good. So yeah, so that was your number one then, Stephen. Was The Northman?
Yes, that's number one. Most anticipated movie of 2022 is The Northman. And your choice was Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
Indeed, indeed. I am, like I say, very much looking forward to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and I am very much looking forward to The Northman as well. Kind of coming out roughly around the same sort of time as well, because I know Doctor Strange is due March, unless they change the date again. And obviously, The Northman's due out in April. So there we go. Some things to look forward to, man. Those things to look forward to. I think we're going to get spoiled this year with regards to cinema. Let's just hope that, you know, the Coof decides to not be an asshole and just remains as it is now. Like, it should be nice. Yeah, I'm trying to think if is there any other ones that I didn't get to mention there that I'm looking forward to. There's some couple of things like actually I didn't get to. That if we'd because if I hadn't been ill last week, and I probably wouldn't have to carry on like and stuff like that. Yeah, like some of the news that popped up this week. We got our first look at Batgirl.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the image for that yet?
I have.
Yeah. That I'm happy to see the yellow cape. I'm happy to see the ginger hair. All right, but The costume. It's not very. It just looks like motorbike leathers. That's what I'm saying. I wonder if I can get a picture of it up. Quickly. Batgirl 2022, because this film's going to get dropped on HBO Max, isn't it? I think straight to HBO. But here we go. Let's have a look. How do I make this full size? God damn you, Google! Make it big. All right, here we go. Oh man, I continue to cite. All right, let's have a look. Pull this up then, because this is an image that's been shared by a website called the Direct DC. I'm guessing it's a comic book site, geeky site. So yeah. All right. So anyway, here we go. There we go. Let's just quickly have a quick look at Batgirl. There she is in her motorbike leathers. Yeah, I mean, the actress is gorgeous. We all know the actress is gorgeous who's playing her. But this just doesn't look very.
It's like they were going more for Black Widow.
Yeah. You know, and I don't know. It just looks.
And I don't want to judge the movie on this one image.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we don't even know if this is quote unquote the suit.
Yeah.
I mean, do we know this is officially the suit?
This is an official picture. Yeah, this is the official released picture because Leslie Grace, the actress, she actually posted it on her Instagram. This is definitely the first look at Batgirl, what she's going to look like. Again, the helmet, I don't know how well you can make that out on the screen, but it looks like it's carbon fiber. Styling a bit. It's very much a motorbike outfit. I mean, I know that Batgirl's like mode of transport is bike a lot of the time, so it kind of makes sense. But it's just not.
Well, I like it better than the CW.
Oh God, yeah, it's way better than the CW thing. Like,
but if the color not exactly high praise, well, at least it's better than CW.
Well, yeah. But I mean, the utility belt looks cool. Got to give that. And she's got a grappling hook and a holster. The gold. She's got the gold bat symbol as well on the chest. Like the yellow and black cape as well. I must admit, I was happy to see that because that is a bit of a. It's because it's a very garish cape. That yellow stands out quite a lot. I mean, if you look at it, it is authentic, you know, but it's just not very. I just don't feel it's very flattering. For a member of the Bat family, if you know what I mean. It looks too basic. But then again, saying that, I don't know. Maybe I'm just going a bit too over the top and being just a bit too overly critical on it. Like, but yeah, I mean, let's have a look. See, because there we go. There's some comic book pictures there. This is my problem. Okay, you ready? Okay, so here, look at the form, look at the shape of Batgirl. Yeah, very womanly.
Right.
Why is this another one of those, like, I don't know, feminist things where she's not allowed to show the female form or something? I don't know why they keep doing that. It's like, aren't women allowed to be sexy anymore? It's like they're not allowed to be sexy. You're not allowed to be sexy, ladies. You're not allowed to. It's not cool. You have to all look like frumpy, and you're not allowed. You're not allowed to show off your womanly forms anymore. No. Okay, yeah. So anyway, I'm like I say, based it on costume, can't really judge too hard on the cost. Just like the whole project on the costume, based on the costume. Like I say, that might not be the final form of her costume. Like that could just be like a first form of it, you know. What's that? Well, too bad. Yeah. It's like I say, it's good. There are certain bits I'm hearing about in the background that's making me go like, okay, because like the Michael Keaton element and stuff like that. Like, and we're gonna have Robin appear in it as well, apparently. Like, so which will possibly lead into a Nightwing, which would be really cool. And just Keaton being able to come back and do a bit more Batman is never a bad thing, I guess. But and especially that universe. But again, this is going to come down to what happens in the Flash movie because that's going to really mess. Yeah, going to mess with the timeline.
Right, because so it's like that's why I'm saying that maybe, and I'm not just saying the two of us with our show, but just YouTube in general. Let's not judge this movie off of this one image.
Yeah,
we also have 2 or 3 other DC properties that are coming out before this, including Flashpoint. So we don't know what that's going to do to the timeline. So it's
as anything past Flashpoint, I think should not be. We should not be really judging or looking too deep into it.
Let's not judge it off of what we know from the previous movies just yet, because we don't know what kind of
don't know where it's going to go. Because like I say, from what I'm hearing, Flashpoint is going to really fucking be like quite insane for like time.
If the leaks we're hearing about Flashpoint are true,
yeah, it's going to erase.
I don't know where this is going to put back timeline.
Yeah, because it's going to erase Ben Affleck's Batman. Apparently, this is like his last like outing as Batman. But because I know that everybody's worried that they're going to completely erase the Snyderverse. It doesn't seem like that to me. I don't think they're going to completely erase the Snyderverse. The cherry picking. That's what it feels like.
Well, no,
it's like, okay, we like this element, so let's keep these. But how do we keep them in without it being the same universe? Let's tear the universe to pieces. So that's what I reckon that the DC are going to do. Like, because obviously Jason Momoa is still going to be Aquaman. Like Gal Gadot's going to be Wonder Woman still.
J.K. Simmons is going to be Commissioner Gordon in Batgirl. So
exactly.
He's still there, and he's a Snyderverse character. So
and also like I say, but Keaton's going to be the Batman in that. So this is what I mean. That's why it's like, that's the universe is mashing up there. Yeah. So Flashpoint is going to have like that's what I'm calling the Flash. I'm just going to call it Flashpoint. Flashpoint is going to have a big significance to anything after it. So yeah, let's not judge.
And until we see Flashpoint and where that leaves us by the end, let's kind of like cool our jets.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like I say, we can only talk about the costume, and like I say, the costume. I can't knock it for it. It looks they've stuck to the coloring and things like that. Like so, kudos to Warner there.
This one image alone does not break the movie for me.
No, definitely not. If anything, it's kind of it makes me go, okay, I'm curious. I'm curious to see where it goes, because like I say, they've really they have tried to stick to the comic book look there, But I can say, Flash is going to be the deciding factor on that one, definitely. Yeah. So there we go. That was that one little bit of news I heard this week that I want to try and squeeze in there at the end, just to give it a mention, because obviously that's seriously fresh, like in the last day or so. But yeah, okay. So, have you got anything you want? Any final thoughts then this week, and Stephen, before we sign off, because we're running up to the hour and a half mark?
Yes. Like I said at the beginning of the show, The Spine of Night is now available on VOD. It is still playing in select theaters, and it's going to be out on Blu-ray on February the 1st. So I highly recommend that, especially if you're fans of Ralph Bakshi and heavy metal style animation.
It does sound really interesting. It does sound good. That does. I'm gonna check that out myself. Definitely. Yeah. With regards to me, then, like I say, go check out the Scream review. Go and have a look at that, please. That would be wonderful if my viewers would check that out and let me know what you think. Like I say, there are chapters on it, so you can avoid spoilers. Otherwise, I don't know what else I've got going on this week. I haven't got much else going on this week. Kind of busy trying to get some things sorted out. But yeah. Are you going to be on any of the shows at all this week, Stephen?
I am going to be on Rambling Canucks karaoke Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S.
Nice.
My friend Chai Bill 797 is resuming his Sunday Western theater show. He took a couple of well-deserved weeks. He just hit 100 subscribers, so go over there and give him some love.
Definitely show love.
Next day, I am going to be on the panel for Pop Culture Minefield's TGIF show.
The good old boys over at Pop Culture Minefield. We do love the live. We do love the lads.
Right. I don't know what we're going to be talking about yet, so stay tuned. And I'm going to be joining Troy Pacelli for his Friday night last call show, and we are going to be talking about David Lynch's Mulholland Drive.
Ooh, good film.
So I'm looking for, we are going to dissect it and try and figure out just exactly what the hell it all means.
Yeah. That's well, it's David Lynch. So, but yeah,
it has a rather labyrinthian plot that goes in many different directions, and yeah,
it's Mulholland Drive is definitely a head fucker of a film. Like, yeah, that should be an interesting discussion then. That one, yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see what you guys think on that one. Like, so yeah, it's been a long while since I watched Mulholland Drive. Like, but yeah, cool. What else have we got? Have I got anything else that we want to add on then before I completely sign us off? Nope. No, that's it. I think that's it for this week. Until next week, I guess. So yeah. So have you got anything final you want to add to the end, Stephen? Before I say the goodbyes.
Yes, I want to thank the chat for sticking with us through the entire show. We had one of our this is one of our most watched live shows for sure. I
did notice the numbers have been up there today, so thank you very much, everybody who's been tuning in. I know not everybody's been chatting in the comments, but thank you for the people who have been quietly sitting in the background and listening. So
we had Carl Whitaker with us, the lovely Sherry.
My lady
Courtney
Julie
in the chat. Brandon, Julie was here. So yes, and everybody.
Paulie popped in.
Paulie was here. Yes, Paulie.
We had the captain. The captain showed up. That was cool.
And obviously, I got to go back and scroll back.
Courtney.
Okay, that's Charm City Kings was the movie that Angel Miguel Soto directed previously to, and Paulie says that one we should check out, and apparently it won Sundance. So
definitely a good recommendation.
Sounds like a good one to check out, and Paulie's recommendations tend to be right on. So
yeah, Paulie's got good taste.
To seek out.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah.
Oh my God! Wow!
There we go. Definitely. I don't know. I don't know what that one was. But Paulie showing up was
surprise, motherfucker.
It was a nice one. So yeah. I don't get to use the memes very often. I'm just doing silly things. Which is
nice.
So yeah. Anyway. Okay. Stephen, you got anything? Sorry, final thoughts. I'm gonna sign us off. I'm gonna say goodbye.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody who saw last week's show. It was kind of all last minute, and
it was very last minute.
It didn't go. It didn't go 100% as we planned it. The show we did this week, we meant to do last week. So, thank you for bearing with us, and of course, Matt, welcome back. Glad to see that you're back on the mend. And
yep, I can safely say I now know what it feels like to have a plague. It's a bit rough, I'll be honest with you, people. But yeah. Thank you, like I say, Stephen. Thank you again for taking the reins last week, man. Like I say, I know I threw you in the fucking deep end there, but yeah, you did a great job, brother. You did a great job. Thank you very much, Sherry. Thank you very, very much. Yes, and Carl, you're a legend, brother. It's very, very good to see you again. It's been a long while since I've seen you. But yes, so yeah, you're all wonderful. You're all excellent people. You know, I love this chat. I love it. Being able to do this show, because this little community that we've seemed to be growing here is a nice community with great opinions and great people. We don't have any douchebags, which is nice. I like that. So yeah, so big love to you all. And here's a cat.
Peppy, what the fuck are you doing?
So yeah, right, okay. So yes, I'm gonna love it and leave it there then. So yes, be sure to follow Stephen over on Twitter, deleted scenes, sorry, and tune in to Rambling Canuck tonight to catch Stephen on the karaoke show. As for me, yeah, just keep coming back to this channel, because this is where I live. This is where I exist. This is my universe, apparently. Okay, yeah, so anyway, so yes, I'm going to sign off then. I think this was a definite successful show, so let's pass the mission, shall we? Yeah, we did a good job. We did a good job this week. Okay, then, right then, I'm going to play the outro music, so that's goodbye from me.
take care, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Nice one. Peace and love.